What if you saw a chord like this when you were reading a lead sheet? These are slash chords, and what they really are is a kind of musical shorthand. Now, slash chords are used in two types of situations. First of all, they are used to eliminate long and complicated chord spellings. So for example, what if the composer or songwriter wants to use an F-sharp major chord with the dominant 7th, 9th, and 11th added but leaving out the 5th? Well, he or she might notate it like this. The average keyboard player may look at this and become confused, not know exactly what to play. But an experienced keyboard player, somebody who's been reading chord charts and lead sheets for years, they may know to leave out the 3rd of the chord. They may be able to quickly pick out the 7th, the 9th, the 11th, and so on. But how much easier is it when the composer simply puts down something like this? Now, it becomes instantly clear what to do. You play the E chord, and you put an F sharp in the bass. E over F sharp. And so this is a slash chord. A much simpler way of spelling out this chord progression, or this chord symbol. Here's the second situation where slash chords are used. As you know, chords can be played in several different ways. So for example, take a G major chord. We can play it this way, with the root G as the lowest note. But we could also play it with the 3rd as the lowest note, or the 5th. And you know these as inversions. If you play a chord progression without inversions, it can end up sounding a little disjointed. You have the bass hopping around a little bit, and maybe it doesn't sound as pleasing as it possibly could. Take this chord progression, for example. So that was C, G, A minor, C and F, and I played all the chords in root position. It sounds okay, but when we use inversions, when we use notes other than the root of each chord on the bottom, we can create a smooth melodic line in the bass. And so it ends up sounding like this. Take a look now at the chord symbols in this example which I just played. Let me play it for you again. And so the chord symbols have built-in instructions that indicate the bass line. And so we are using slash chords. Now what if you saw these chords? So you've got C slash E, G slash D, A minor slash C, and going to C and then to F. Well, the composer used these slash chords to get this bass line. Here's another example of using slash chords to get a specific bass line. And so the slash chords here are used to indicate a rising bass line. Slash chords can also be used to create very specific sounds. Here's a progression that takes on a gospel flavor when you use slash chords. And so the slash chords there indicate a chromatic bass line. So using these chord inversions indicated by slash chords, you create these smooth bass lines. Now, this is not a new invention. This has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. So here's a chord progression from a Bach minuet. I'm just going to play the chords. And I'm going to play all these chords in root position. And you can see how the bass line has to keep jumping around. Now, if we use slash chords, the bass line now descends very smoothly. So because of the slash chords, we have a bass line that just goes down chromatically. Now, here's how the music might have looked if Bach had used slash chords. Now when you're reading a chord chart or a lead sheet, you can recognize and play those slash chords when you see them. And you can also use them to make your own chord progressions sound smoother. So there's a quick introduction into the world of slash chords. Now you know why they're used and why they end up sounding so good when they are used properly. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comment section below. I answer every question to the best of my ability and respond to every comment. If you'd like to support my work, you can go to my Patreon page. If you'd like to contact me directly, you can go to my website. I will leave the links below. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.